Hey guys, it's Dolores. Welcome back to my channel. Let me just say, y'all, I literally just recorded this video, 41 minutes of just real, honest conversation, and found out that the video was facing the other way. I don't know what's going on. Like, I keep having this issue, but I am re-recording this and hopefully keeping the essence of the first video. Now. Some of you may view this as a controversial topic. I feel like a lot of people view it as a controversial topic, but I really wanted to discuss it because I feel like it's just a conversation that needs to be had. I constantly get asked the question about, is body positivity dangerous? Not necessarily that directly, but in different formats of the same question. And I just wanted to finally come out and make a video about it. I've talked about it before on my social media platforms, or in smaller groups, just how I feel the whole body positive movement is. And I just wanted to finally address it on camera. Now, hopefully none of you guys are offended by my opinion on this. It's just an opinion. It's not meant to represent anybody else's opinion or to speak towards the body positive movement or to speak for the body positive movement. It's just what I think about it. Now, I don't believe in cancel culture or, canceling somebody because you don't agree with their opinion or because you feel their opinion is offensive. At the end of the day, everybody's entitled to freedom of speech, and if it's for one person, it's for all of them. So, hopefully nobody is offended by what I'm saying. I'm going to try to be as tactful as possible because I know when it comes to talking about people's bodies and weight and self-confidence and loving yourself, that it can be a really soft issue or sore spot, however you want to say it. It can be a real sore spot for people. Heck, it's even a sore spot for me. I'm struggling. I haven't eaten yet, you guys. So if I'm tripping over words, that's why. It's a sore spot for me, because of the fact that I didn't used to always feel extremely confident in my body. But I still wanted to just make this video to share my opinion with you guys and hopefully to get some really awesome responses back from you all in regards to how you feel about it. Now, to plainly answer the question, my answer is yes. I do think that body positivity can be dangerous. I'm going to quantify it by stating I think this is only on an individual level, not as a whole. Some people try to say that the body positive movement promotes unhealthiness, it promotes overeating, it promotes laziness and obesity, and I completely disagree with that. I think that it all comes down to the individual. Now, like a great example is Lizzo. People shame Lizzo all day and all night for being a big girl as if they mama's not big, okay? Like, I'm just being honest. People literally over here shaming, oh Lord, let me not kick the camera. People are shaming Lizzo because she's a big girl and because she dances and all this other stuff, and she doesn't, oh my God, sorry for kicking the camera, you guys. And because she doesn't care about their opinions. Like, these same people got multiple fat people in their family, and they don't be shaming them. They be talking about some, do you want another plate? Can I get you another burger? Like, shame your family members, Don't sit here and shame Lizzo because she's in the spotlight. I know a few people said, oh, she's promoting unhealthiness. She's promoting people being obese and thinking it's okay. And in reality, she's not. The reason why I say that is because we have to stop acting like we know whether or not people are healthy based off of their weight, okay? Somebody can be 110 pounds, 130 pounds and be so unhealthy. Somebody else could be 250 pounds and be the epitome of healthiness. So it's like, nothing about her, and yet you're judging her, stating that she's obese and she's XYZ. Lizzo has more endurance physically than a lot of people do. This girl literally dances on stage for hours in heels, sings, plays the flute, drops it low, throws it back, all of that, okay? Bars. Drops it low, throws it back, all of that. She does all of that, and she does not miss a beat. Meanwhile, half y'all can't even jump rope for 5 minutes, let alone talk at the same time, and are getting on her. So I just don't understand at all why people do that. Why people use your weight to determine whether or not you're healthy, like, or how you physically look. I'll put it that way. How you physically look to determine whether or not you're healthy. Please do not do that. Number one, how a person physically looks is not even a good way to determine how much they actually weigh, to determine even if they're unhealthy in the first place, you know? Like, for instance, a lot of people don't know that I'm 320 pounds. I don't look like it. Like, I'm only 5'3". It just is the way that the weight falls on my body. Somebody else could be 5'3" and 190 pounds or 240 pounds, and they look bigger than I do because their weight distributes completely differently. Just like somebody can be 6 feet tall, 400 pounds. You would not know because of the way their weight distributes. So, again, let's stop using outward appearance to determine whether or not somebody's healthy. Now, the reason why I do say I feel like body positivity can be dangerous, and I'm going to try my best to speak from my own personal experience. I don't want to like use anybody else as an example outside of me because I've had experiences with this, and this is why I feel strongly. Let me tell you guys, I've always had issues with being overweight. Not always, but really like since 5th grade, because before I was a stick. If I showed you guys pictures of me from a childhood, I was literally a stick. I didn't have no meat on my bones. Now, I, obviously got bigger, but like the main time in my life where I was always the same weight was from like high school to like freshman year to like right when I got married. So, I mean, you're talking a while, to 11 years. I was basically the same size. And before we got married, you guys, I was 245 pounds. And I will post a picture of how small I used to be. You guys, I used to think that I was fat back then. People used to call me fat. They used to say I was the fat friend. Not my friends didn't used to say that, but other people used to say that about me. People were saying, you need to lose some weight, blah, 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 blah. Y'all, I wasn't even fat. I wasn't even big. People was just hating on me. Like, honestly, I was not big back then. And it's like, looking back now, I so wish I was that size again. And I used to complain about it. And you'd be like, oh my God, I'm so big. Girl, no, you wasn't. I was not. And now, compared to that, I'm like, I'm not even twice that size. But it's like, I mean, I wish I can go back to 245 pounds. When me and Tommy got married, you guys, we was acting like heathens. Even when we were in the dating process, all we did was eat. We either went out to eat, went over people's houses to eat, or Tommy came over our house and ate food. Me and my mom cooked for him. So, but from the time that we got married to now, I have gained like 75 pounds over the course of basically almost 5 years, which is crazy to me. Like, oh my gosh, it's crazy that I let myself I feel like I have a random chin hair. Oh my God. Does anybody else get those? I know it's not just me. Like, it's like, how do you gain 75 pounds in 5 years? I get how it happens, but it's like, Tommy gained weight too. He gained like 85 pounds. Y'all, excuse me. But it's like, we were just eating like heathens. I remember me and Tommy, when we first got married, we didn't really have any money. And I was begging my parents to buy us some groceries. Because I had lost my job and Tommy was the only one working. A cheap little dinner we used to love to do. We would get a bucket of wings from Jewel for $10. We would get 2 large pizzas from Little Caesars for $5. We would get like 2-3 liters from Dollar Tree for $1 each. So you got you basically a whole dinner, like for 2 days for $20. But me and Tommy would sit there and eat like a pizza and a half, eat wings, drink a whole 3-liter of pop in one night. And we would still have snacks. We would have cookies, candy, chips, all that other stuff. Just eating like heathens. And now me, I don't eat a lot of food at one time. But I would eat like 2 slices of pizza, 3 wings, and then wait a couple hours. Now, okay, 2 more slices of pizza, a few more wings, now I'm eating that again. So it's like over time you're eating bad. And that just caught up with me. And it's like, my weight never bothered me because I never had any health issues. And so I was like, my weight is fine. Even though I wanted to lose some weight, it wasn't a big deal to me because I'm like, I still feel like I look good. Like just today, y'all, I was trying on some new stuff I got from Shine that I'm going to be filming in a new haul video. And I was like, girl, you look good. Like, and I turned around. I was like, look back at it. I was like, okay, girl, your little booty poking out. You know, you look real good. Because I'm like, oh, I'm so fat. And Tommy's like, no, you're not. You look fine. I think you're gorgeous. And I'm like, oh, I am. You know, like, like, I understand why you say that, Tommy. But it's like, you know, like, I never had an issue with my weight. And so it wasn't until I started having health problems. Like, let me tell you guys, last year in September, we went to New York. When we came back from New York, I had the worst headache ever. I'm like, why is it that I have this headache? It's like a headache, but it was just all over my head. And I never get headaches, okay? So when I get a headache, it's a big deal to me. I let it go on for a week until I finally went to the doctor. I went to the emergency room, actually. And my blood pressure was like 299 or something like that. Like, it was 199. Y'all, I'm tweaking. Okay, it was 199. If it was 299, I would have been out of here. Okay, like, you're out. No, it was like 189 or 190 or something like that. That is so high. First of all, let me tell you guys how scary that is. For your blood pressure to be that high, and doctors are sitting here shocked that your blood pressure is that high. So long story short, they put me on an IV line. They wasn't sure if the blood pressure was the cause of the headache or if the headache was leading to the blood pressure. But the thing is that my blood pressure had been high before that. When I had went to the doctor before, shout out to Dr. Martino, Dr. Anthony Martino. He's lit. He's amazing. I love that guy. My blood pressure had been on the higher side, like 130, 140. One time I went because I had some pain. It was like 150 something. He's like, I'm gonna put you on medicine. But I always said, no, I won't go on medicine. I'll just lose the weight. He said, okay. He kept putting it off. Oh, y'all know they told Dr. Martino about this. I went and I saw him the next day, y'all. This man literally treated my life. He read me for filth from A to Z, okay? Like, he drugged me for a whole hour. You guys, I'm not even lying. And at the end of the session, he put me on 2 high blood pressure medicines. This was just like in December of last year. And no, it wasn't. This is in October of last year. Y'all, I cried. I cried for days. Because at first he put me on 1 blood pressure medicine. He said, you know, your blood pressure was high. I don't care what the reason was or if the headache was the reason. You're getting on blood pressure medicine. And I was like, I don't want to. And he's okay, would you rather die? And I'm like, bruh. He's like, you're only 26 years old. Like, there should be no reason why you're on blood pressure medicine in the first place. So I got on the 1 blood pressure medicine, came back a week later. I still didn't see a difference. I still, you know, was like, I don't really feel good. I still have a headache. He put me on another blood pressure medicine. So now I'm on 2. They were low dosages, but they did help. The blood pressure went down. Headache still stayed, but the point was my blood pressure was still high in general. So he's like, you have to stay on this medicine until you lose weight and your blood pressure just goes down naturally. And like I said, you guys, I cried. I was just so devastated that I got to a point in my life where I allowed my weight to get out of control to the point that I had to actually go on medicine for it, for high blood pressure. Like, and I'm not a medicine taking person. I'm really all about natural remedies and taking natural supplements. And of course there are natural supplements that you can take to help your blood pressure, but at the same time, if your blood pressure is going to give you a stroke, we're not about to wait on a natural supplement to help. So I'm like, there's no reason why I'm 26 years old and I'm on a blood pressure medicine like that. I mean, I honestly wanted to cry. Like, the whole month I wanted to cry. I cried for a few days, but I mean, that just really devastated me because I'm like, I've been overweight, but at no point in time did I ever feel like my health was being affected by it. Of course, you know, you have it where I'm out of breath or something like that, but you know, like, it wasn't anything serious. So when that happened, I'm just like, oh my gosh. And Tommy was just so sad. He's like, you know, I want my wife to live a long life together with me. And I'm just like, that really just made me so sad, you guys. Like, I just want to cry thinking about it because I'm like, I'm too young to be on blood pressure medicine. And so, you know, I'm like, okay, I got to do what I got to do to get off of this. So that's when we started our health challenge. We were doing all that. I was losing some good weight. Y'all, Rona just came through and said, girl, we finna get you all this weight back. We've been holding it for you, okay? Like, oh my God. Rona just really just came through and treated my life. But before then, I was doing really good. I was like, skip this. Like, I am going to lose some weight. And it really hurt me because we went on a trip to San Diego in November. And we went on a group trip with 10 friends. We were out to dinner. And I was getting my little blood pressure medicine out of my purse, and I just put the pills on the table. And my friend was sitting next to me. He was like, what are those? I'm like, oh, this is my medicine. He was like, what type of medicine are you taking? I was like, oh, blood pressure medicine. He was like, you're on blood pressure medicine? And I was like, yeah, I just got on it. He was like, why? I'm like, I don't know. The doctor said that, I don't know. Girl, like, my doctor just told me to take it. And it was just like the bewilderment on his face. It just made me so disappointed because I'm like, again, I'm a young person. I'm 26 years old. There is no reason why I should be on blood pressure medicine. I shouldn't have to do that. Like, no, that's just unacceptable, So that just really hurt me, just that whole situation with that. Now, my headache didn't go away, you guys. I still had the headache. Long story short, I had to do a process of elimination myself. And that's why another video will be based off of women of color and when it comes to medical professionals. I went to the emergency room 3 times for this. And at no time, why do I have crust in my mouth? Sorry if that's been on camera for a while. My first video, like I said, was almost an hour. So I've been talking for a while. But it's like, at no point did I feel like they took me serious. I looked it up online. What could it have been? A muscle spasm? The doctor's like, oh yeah, probably a muscle spasm. Like, I just told you that, Like, this man literally checked my heartbeat through my coat. I'm like, you're not even gonna have me take my coat off? Like, this man just like, oh no, it sounds fine. I'm like, you know what, y'all take me home, okay? I was like, maybe it's occipital neuralgia. If you have any issues where you feel like you have a strain or a muscle pull or a headache, look up what occipital neuralgia is. It may be a condition that you actually have. I'm like, I don't know what this could be. So then I narrowed it down, like, okay, I have a wisdom tooth that's growing out. It's hurting me. I said, what if my wisdom tooth is infected? Went to the doctor. He gave me amoxicillin. I went to the dentist. He gave me amoxicillin. He said he saw a slight infection. Headache went away. Then it came back like 2 months ago out of nowhere. I was sitting over there doing my work. I was working late at night and I hadn't had the issue. It was intermittent, still coming and going, but it wasn't like consistent like it had been before, you guys. I got the worst headache ever. I was like, oh my God. And it doesn't really feel like a headache. It feels like a pain at the back of your scalp, at the back of your skull, and a knot. It feels like a knot right there. And my neck just felt so strained. I was like, oh my God, let me go get in the bed. So I got in the bed. Then out of nowhere, I felt it on the other side of my head. I never felt that before. Y'all, that freaked me out. I could not even hold my head up, barely. That's how much my neck and my head was hurting me. I was like, oh my goodness. Y'all, I had to make sure that this was actually recording. That would have blew me if it wasn't. I was like, oh my goodness. I cannot believe that this is happening. On the other side of my head too, I was like, oh my God. I was like, bro, I was freaking out. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I ain't had no clothes on. I jumped up. I put this exact dress on, actually. And I said, oh my God, I'm going to have to wake up Tommy to take me to the emergency room because something is seriously wrong with me. And it ain't no tooth. And, oh, Lord, how I get hiccups? I almost just choked. Oh my God. Anyway, sorry. Excuse me, y'all. I didn't want to wake up Tommy because I'm like, oh, he has to be to work in a couple hours. I don't want to wake him up. Excuse me. So I said, I'll take myself to the emergency room. I just ain't gonna tell nobody. But I'm like, that's stupid. Why would I do that? So I had to say, I was like, oh my God, Jehovah, please help me. I wish I could just, thinking about it, y'all, I can almost feel it again. I wish I could describe to you guys how much pain I was in. And when all that pain is in your head and your neck, you really just don't know what to think. And so I was like, oh my goodness, Jehovah, please help me. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me. Like, I hope I'm not about to die. Like, something is wrong with me. And so I remember, like, sitting in this chair. I had my stuff together. I had my clothes on. Like, my hair was looking a mess. And I said, I'm going to have to go to the emergency room tonight. Then I started, like, I said, let me try to lay down in the bed for a few minutes. And I just kept praying. I'm like, oh, my God, I feel like crap. I had my clothes on completely. The light was on, everything. All the lights was on. Y'all, I woke up the next morning. I ended up going to sleep, waking up the next morning, and I told Tommy what happened. He was so upset I did not wake him up, but he ended up taking me to the emergency room later that day. I got some x-rays done. They had already did a CT scan, like, when I first went in for the issue. They didn't find nothing. They said maybe it's occipital neuralgia. Like, it sounds like it's just a muscle spasm. My blood pressure was fine at this point because, I've been on the medicine. So I'm like, bro, I don't know what it is. I said, skip this. I'm going to get this wisdom tooth taken out. And the reason why I hadn't done it at the beginning was because I was a temp at the time. And my insurance covered some things for dental, but it would have been a couple hundred, almost $1,000 to get my wisdom tooth taken out. So at this point, I had been employed by my company. I had gotten hired for the job, and I hadn't had any issues with the headaches, so I just figured that it went away. But I was like, no, I'm getting this wisdom tooth taken out. So I did that about 6 weeks ago almost, and I haven't had an issue since. So I'm assuming that's what the problem was. That wisdom tooth was right here, and it was, like, unbeknownst to me, growing into another tooth. So the oral surgeon said it very well could have been causing an infection that spread to your lymph nodes behind your head. But the point is, before I figured out that it was my wisdom tooth, I honestly thought it was due to me being overweight, that I was having the headaches and the issues. And that is not a good feeling, okay? Now, I get that being body positive means being happy with your body, being confident, but my happiness cannot come before my health, okay? My health has to come before my happiness. And that's in anything. It doesn't matter if it's blogging, if it's a job, and these folks are stressing me out to the 10th degree, anything like that. And I can't be happy if in the back of my head I'm concerned that something is seriously wrong with me, okay? I can't be like, every time I have a chest pain, it's because I'm fat, Or like, every time my head hurts, it's because I'm fat. Or I breathe weird, my weight. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is not making me happy at all. That freaks me out. So I'm like, I've been body positive all these years. My body has gotten larger. I've gotten bigger, and I'm like, hey, I roll with the punches. I want to lose weight, haven't lost the weight. So then what do? Go up another size. And clothes, buy some different clothes, get some cute shoes, get my hair done, blah, blah, blah. Girl, you look good. Okay, but how do you feel, really? Are you really healthy, And I don't go according to the BMI. I think BMI is, I don't think nothing of it. I was going to say something else. I don't think nothing of it. I skip the people at BMI, anybody associated with BMI, okay? I don't think BMI is accurate. When I was smaller and I had no issues, I was considered morbidly obese according to the BMI scale. I think BMI is made with a certain type of person in mind, and everybody else is supposed to just magically fit into that same equation. And it does not work like that. Genetics have everything to do with your health, have everything to do with whether or not you're predisposed to certain conditions, your environment, what you eat, all of those things. So I don't think that BMI is an accurate representation of saying whether or not somebody's healthy, okay? So it's like, I don't go according to the BMI. I go according to how I feel. Now, again, I'm 320 pounds. I may feel completely different than somebody who's 350 pounds. They might not have high blood pressure. They might not have no issues, except for maybe they just can't run that fast or something like that, or they get out of breath when they go up a lot of stairs, but they may not have any serious health issues. Unfortunately, in my case, because of things that run in my family, I can be more likely to get something based off of my weight. I don't have diabetes or nothing like that, but think about coronavirus. If you have a pre-existing health condition like high blood pressure, diabetes, or something like that, you are more likely to get it, or have worse conditions and worse symptoms with it. Like, I have never felt more salty about having high blood pressure in my life. It's like, I don't want to fit in that group, like, no, I do not want to be in that group at all. And I don't think anybody wants to be in that group, but I really don't think you should be in that group at all when you're a young person, And so it's just like, I'm positive about my body, but I've been positive about my body to a fault, when I should have been more proactive about being health positive and not just body positive, because the body's just on the outside. If you're wasting away on the inside, then what does the outside matter? How will you even enjoy that, If you're just so enamored with your physical appearance, that you don't care about your physical health, then it's going to be all for nothing, because your body's going to deteriorate. Our bodies were not meant to be big, okay? Let me throw that out there. And people can disagree with me if they want to. It's the truth. You know, it's for however much you're overweight or something. I just pulled on my dress to look at my knees. I don't know why I did that. It's like an extra 20 pounds of pressure on your knees. Our knees, our joints were only meant to support so much weight. And again, for everybody, that's going to be different depending on your body frame and your body build. But I know for me, my knees be hurting me sometimes. I roll my ankle. It's the same ankle that I messed up when I was skinny, but my weight does make it easier for me to roll my ankle. You know, I know that is all issues that I can fix. And I think that people know that and they still just ignore it. You know, I follow a lot of plus size bloggers and influencers who have health issues, and they stated that they have health issues, but they're not trying to lose no weight. And to me, I just don't get it. Like, I get that you are passionate about what you do. You're passionate about your audience. You're passionate about preaching body acceptance and non-fat shaming. But you also have diabetes. You have high cholesterol. You have high blood pressure. You have all these things. You're not doing anything to fix them because you're so involved in just looking the part. Like, no. We have to, as much as we promote body positivity, we should promote healthiness. And we should promote that the healthiness is not going to be the same for everybody. What may work for me may not work for you, you know? Just because I may go on low carb, you may be bigger than me, but that don't mean that you have to do low carb to lose weight, you know? You may be able to just cut back in general and eat everything that you were eating before and just eat a little bit less and you'll lose weight. Me, I had to go on low carb to lose weight, you know. The next person may have to go with no carbs to lose weight. So I don't think that it should be that everybody should be under the same health banner. Everybody do this. No, it doesn't work like that. But I think we need to do a better job of promoting healthiness along with accepting your body. I think that true body positivity involves being happy with your health and happy with the way that your body looks. I can't be body positive if I'm not happy about my health. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a space now where I am happy that I finally made changes. You guys know that I have been doing low carb. I've lost 3 pounds in the last week. I'm happy that I've been sticking to it because it works for me. But before then, I was happy to be taking pictures and all that other stuff. But in the back of my head, like I said, I was concerned about what my health was. And I just don't like that feeling, you know, even if I didn't have high blood pressure. Being honest, I can't run that fast, okay? I can't run that fast, y'all, which is okay. I can't even drop it low like how I want to. Like, ooh, it ain't nothing worse than dropping it low and you can't even pick it back up. Like, honestly, that is the worst. Like, don't even try to drop it low. Like, at my wedding, I literally dropped it like 3 times. If I can find that clip, I will include it in the video. Oh my God, if I can, I'll include it in the video. Y'all, I was like, dropping it low on the dance floor, you guys. I was getting it. Ask me to do that now, you'll hear crack, crunch, all of that. No, my knee, honey, my knee will be like, girl, we gonna have to break up because you tripping. Like, I cannot do that right now. Now, I can still dance, though. I can throw it back. I can do all of that. But the dropping it low, like, I feel like my knees are just going through, like, a help me phase, you know? Like, even when I'm, like, bending down to tie my shoe, y'all know I always say this. I don't want to have to do... Y'all know that sound? Y'all know what that sound is. When you... doing one of these, and you come up, and your stomach is in the way. Listen, this might be TMI, but this is being honest. Something as simple as putting a tampon in. And I am not a tampon user, as an FYI. But I had to try to use a tampon one time when I was a little bigger, like 10 pounds more. And I could barely put the tampon in. Because I have short arms in general. But just trying to reach and put the tampon in. I've used tampons before. I know I didn't used to struggle doing that. I know I used to just be like, bloop, and that was it. I struggled to put that tampon in, you guys. And that just really made me sad. Because I'm like, I'm sitting over here struggling to do a basic thing for myself. Even though I have a short arm. It doesn't make a difference. Like, I have short arms, but my stomach is in the way. That's really what the issue is. So it's like, just doing basic things like that. I was walking downtown with my friends. One of our best friends was getting married. We were trying to rush, and make it to the marriage ceremony on time. and my friends are walking fast, and I'm over here like, oh my God, you guys, wait on me. I had to slow down. I had a little pain in the back of my back. Y'all know what I'm talking about when you get a pain in the back of your back because you've been standing too long, or you've been running too fast, or doing something, you know, walking too fast. I'm like, no, this is crazy to me. These are just little simple things in life that are causing me issues. Something as simple as get on a plane, which I haven't been doing now. Shout out to JetBlue, because y'all got some wide seats and some wide seat belts. But I've got on a plane and I've had to ask for a seatbelt extender. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to ask for a seatbelt extender. And I ain't going to sit here and tell y'all that y'all need to have wider seats. The seats are wide. Tommy is wide. Tommy is a big guy, you guys. Tommy's 6'4", 330 pounds. Okay. So Tommy can fit in these seats. I'm not going to be sitting here saying, y'all need to make bigger seats for me because I'm big. No, I need to just lose some weight, okay? Honestly, let me just lose some weight so I don't have to ask for a bigger seat, so I don't have to ask for a seatbelt extender. Stuff like that is embarrassing. Just being able to get on the go on the theme park and get on a ride, you know? Like simple stuff like that. Being able to enjoy a leisurely stroll and not feeling like, oh my God, my back is hurting me, or my side is hurting me because I've been walking too much, you know, like that's just simple everyday stuff that you want to do just in life to enjoy it, that you don't even realize is an issue for you until you do it, you know. Just if I run up and down the stairs all the time. We have like 21 stairs to get downstairs. I run up and down those bad boys, but if I do it too much, like twice, which is not a lot, like if I run downstairs and run back up, I'll be fine. But if I run downstairs, run back up and run down, oh my God, y'all be ready to pass out. We have friends that live on the 3rd floor of an apartment building. Why? I don't know. I love y'all though. When I go over their house, they can tell you I have to stand at their doorway and just do one of these. Hey y'all, I'm gonna hug you, girl. When I get in there, let me take my shoe off. I have to do one of those. I don't like that. I do not like that. I should just be able to go up your stairs, walk in your house, be like, "Ooh, girl, y'all still living on the 3rd floor, I see," and go about my business, you know? So that's what I'm saying. Even if you don't have like serious health issues, major health issues, if you're being inconvenienced because of your weight, just use that as motivation to change it. And so that's why I say that body positivity can be dangerous. If you have a person that is so content with the way that they look, and they're just content with the way things are, and they've grown so enamored with their body that they ignore health issues that they have. You don't ever want body positivity to come in the way of your health. Like I said, I'm all for people being body positive, being confident, having confidence in yourself, because when you love your body, nobody can use it as a weapon against you. People all the time. I just posted on my Instagram. Hopefully you're following me on there. You would have seen this. People stay in my DMs trolling me, saying, "Oh, you're fat, blah, 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 blah." Like, okay, but you've been scrolling through my page for how long? Because I don't really block people. I just delete their comments. But I'm like, you've been going through my page for weeks now telling me how fat I am. You obviously obsessed with me. Clearly you like what you see. But it's just like, you know, when you love your body, nobody can use that as a weapon against you. You telling me I look fat is not going to make me cry, okay? It's not going to make me sit here and be like, oh my God, they think I'm fat. Like, your mama's fat. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you're telling me I'm fat. Like, half of your family is fat. You know, like, it doesn't make me feel bad because you're saying I'm fat. You're using my weight as a weapon, and I've already weaponized it myself, you know? So I do think that it's important to have body confidence, because it takes you so far in life. You'll have a better outlook on things. You'll be motivated. I think that sometimes, especially when you're bigger, you're just already depressed because you're big, because you haven't come to terms with the fact that you can be beautiful even though you're big. And so sometimes we dress ourselves how we feel depressed, so we dress like a depressed person, and all of it just overall does not make us feel good. It doesn't make us feel positive or anything like that. But when you accept your body as it is, you love your body, you are confident in it, and you find it to be beautiful, you find yourself to be beautiful, you're going to dress that way. You're going to show up that way. You're going to show up in front of the camera looking confident, glowing, with a smile on your face. You're not going to be looking like, I don't even know what that face looks like, but you're not going to be looking like you're sad about your body, okay? you're going to be confident and it's going to come through and show. And it doesn't matter what anybody is going to tell you. You've already come to terms with the fact that you are okay with how you are. Now, like I said, that doesn't mean that if you have health problems that you ignore them. Being happy with your body means in and out, not just the outside, the inside as well. Are you healthy on the inside? If you are, you have every reason to be happy about your body. If you're healthy and you look good on the outside, or you're confident with how you look, honey, go ahead. You're 3 steps ahead of the game. Now, if you're not healthy, you still should feel good about yourself. Feeling good about yourself should motivate you to get healthy. You know, that's what I'm saying. I have body confidence, but my body confidence is motivating me to lose weight because I don't want to cut my life short. I look this daggone good. Y'all should see it for a long time. You know, like, honestly, that's what you have to tell yourself. I look so good. The world deserves to see me for as long as possible. Honestly, I look so good. The world deserves to see me for as long as possible. That's what you have to tell yourself. Not, I look so good, I'm going to just do what I'm doing right now. No. Do things to elongate your life as long as possible, okay? If that means taking care of your health, not being on all these medicines, eating one less snack, putting that extra chicken leg back, whatever you got to do, bars, eating one less snack, putting that extra chicken leg back, okay? I could be a rapper. Honestly, the way the rap is going right now, I could be a rapper. But anyway, it's like, whatever you have to do to get healthy, do it. And healthy is entirely dependent upon you. You don't have to be a stick. You don't have to, you know, have no booty or something like that. Or like people think that because you have hips and you have a little bit of a fupa, you're unhealthy. No, fupas are coveted these days. People love fupas, all right? You know, like, you don't have to look like a cookie cutter person to be healthy. Health is going to be dependent on you. If your blood pressure's in check, your cholesterol, you ain't got no diabetes, your sugar levels are good, you don't feel like you're out of breath all the time, you are able to walk, you are able to get out there and be active, you can sit on the floor if you want to because you want to have a picnic, you know what I'm saying? You have vitality, you have energy, you don't feel zapped all the time, you don't feel depressed, you don't feel like you can't do anything because you're just so tired. Like, if you feel good and you're healthy, then you have every reason to be body positive. If you can't check some of them marks off, like me, I have to improve myself. I love the way I look. I'm going to keep taking my pictures. I'm going to still be serving hot looks every day on Instagram if you care to follow me on there. You know, and making videos on here. I feel great, but I know in the back of my head, girl, I'm going to feel even better when I lose this weight. I'm going to feel even better when I throw both them pill bottles in the garbage. I'm going to feel even better when me and my husband can go outside and race each other, and I'm not over here talking about something, bro, I'm finna die. You know what I'm saying? I'll feel so much better when I can do that. I feel good now, but I will feel better later. So I just wanted to come on here and have that conversation with you guys. So many people have asked me about it on Instagram. On other social media platforms. I've had conversations with some of you guys one-on-one or on text about it. You guys just asked me my opinion, and that's truly my opinion. I just wanted to make a video because this is a lot of conversation to send in a voice recording or to type out. Like, there's no way to get all my points across via, you know, written message. So I wanted to make this video about it because I feel like we need to stop pushing the narrative that being big is unhealthy. At the end of the day, it's all dependent on the person. So again, my answer is yes, body positivity can be dangerous, but that's based on the individual, not as a whole. I would really love to hear what you guys think about this. How do you feel about it? You know, do you feel that body positivity can be dangerous to others? Or do you think that body positivity and health have nothing to do with each other whatsoever? That they're two completely separate issues? Let me know. I would love to hear you guys' opinions. I'm looking to engage with you guys' comments and really start a conversation. If you guys want to do a live video to discuss this, you know, in real time, I'm totally down to do that. But just let me know what you guys think. I've heard viewpoints from my close friends most of whom are not big. They're small. They're like size 5 and 6 small. But I'd really love to connect with other plus size ladies and hear what you have to say. Or even if you're not plus size, just hear your opinion on it, you know, for what you honestly think. Just from what you observed or heard with the way that plus size women and men get dragged on a constant basis because of their weight without people having a full scope of their health. So thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. Y'all be rocking with me with these long videos, and I thank you for sitting here and watching them. I love to talk, you guys, and I like to express myself, and you guys know I want to be as honest and as transparent as possible with you all. I want to talk about more subjects like this, where it's subjects that are not necessarily controversial, but that can be a soft spot for others, or that people may not necessarily feel confident enough to speak about openly. I have a whole bunch of topics that I'm going to be rolling out in later videos, but this was the first major one that I wanted to mention, because if you are plus size and you are suffering from health issues, it's never too late to try and reverse it as much as possible, to get healthy, to do things in your life, small changes that will let you live a lot longer on this earth and still enjoy your plus size beautifulness. Okay, so thank you guys again for watching this video. I will see you guys next time.